Hey, my name is James Nielsen Watt, and in this video I'm going to walk you through Dan Henry's circle of focus exercise and how it helped me to get more stuff done in less time. Now, if you're anything like me, you want to be successful, you want to achieve more, you want to help more people, and to do that you need to do more stuff. But the problem is you end up doing so many things that you've got 50 million of these flippin' plates spinning and everything is chaos. And so what happens is your productivity goes down. You think, well, I need to do more stuff to get more things to happen. And it's kind of true, but it's not really true. Like, if you're wanting to grow your business, you can't do 50 million different marketing tactics, because what you end up doing is watering them down and none of them are effective and everything crumbles. This is why people try so many things, right? I've tried everything and nothing works, because they're doing everything. Like, how can you be serious in your business if you're doing so many things? I have like 2 sources of clients for my practice and for my program. Both of them are doing $1 million a year, and that's happening because it's focused. Like, if I'm doing my program, if I'm making $1 million a year in my program and I'm trying to grow it, I'm going to double down on what's working. I'm not going to try and do other things. Why would you need to do 10 things if I'm only doing one thing? Right? I'm doing one thing, making $1 million a year in one thing, with one thing. And you're trying to do 10. And this is what I learned very quickly after seeing this exercise. So the way the exercise works is draw a big circle and then you put a dot in it. And let's say that's Facebook ads, right? 100% of your focus is going into Facebook ads. If you then go, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, put another dot, put a line through that circle, 50-50. 50% of your focus is now going in to build a YouTube channel, not just ads. And then you think, well, I'm also going to, get on Instagram, I'm going to make a podcast, I'm going to do workshops and events, I'm going to do all these different things, I'm going to generate all these clients from all the stuff that I'm doing. What you're doing is you're just dividing that circle up into all these different ones, and now it's 10% of your effort and focus is going into any one thing. And so how can you expect yourself to have success from it? You need to be putting your focus into the things that work, and then you need to double down on them. If you're not achieving results, it's because you're not pushing hard enough in the one thing and you're not doing it properly. Instead of trying to do something else, let's say you tried Facebook and it didn't work, instead of going, well, I'm just going to now make a YouTube channel, guess what? You're probably going to give up on that pretty quick as well. Businesses make millions and millions of dollars, and I'm one of them, using Facebook ads. So if you're not using Facebook ads, or if you are and you're doing a half-assed job and you're not really getting results, it's not Facebook. It's your focus and your strategy. So instead, go, well, I'm going to double down on this. I'm going to learn everything I can. I'm going to find mentors who know what they're doing, and I'm going to get them to teach me what they're doing. That's what my clients do. They just say, James, what are you doing? And I say, I'm doing this. Here are my ad templates. Here's my funnel templates. Here's my email sequences. Go and plug and play. And that's why their practices double on average in the first 3 to 6 months, because they take what works and they apply it. And there's no point in reinventing the wheel. Instead of cutting their circle of focus into 50 million different things, they just do the thing really well. And so if you're doing anything more than like 2 things, there's no such thing as multitasking. You're halving your focus. Like, anyone who tells you that they can multitask is bullshit. There's no multitasking. I can't make this video and write a Facebook ad and deal with my kid and buy an investment property. Like, I can't do it. So until you have mastered something and automated it or outsourced it, can you really move on to the next thing? So I'm doing Facebook ads and I'm doing video, right? And there'll be a podcast that goes with this, and then there'll be social media posts. And you might look at it and say, well, James, you're doing 50 million different things. The difference is I don't run my Facebook ads. I pay someone to. I know the strategy, and I get someone to click the buttons and make it happen. I built it up, and then I handed it off to somebody else to handle it for me. I'm also not going to be distributing all the content and cutting everything up. I'm going to record a video, and I'm going to send it to my team, and they're going to edit it and make it look pretty. They're then going to pull the audio off and upload it as a podcast, and they're going to then chop everything up and turn it into social media posts. I haven't done all of it. All I did is one day a month, I record 30 videos, and that's my month's content. Then everything else comes from that. So my focus goes into that 1 day a month. Then the other days of the month, I focus on the next thing and the next thing. And what I learned from Dan Henry's exercise was I was doing too many things. It was creating stress and overwhelm and preventing me from actually getting any of them done in a meaningful way. So when I started to look at my days, look at my weeks, look at my months, I started saying, well, what do I want to achieve? And what am I going to need to do to get there? And instead of thinking about it all the time and focusing on all of it, I then chunked it down. So if I said I want to scale my funnel to $1 million in the next 3 months, what do I need to do to make that happen? I need to do this, this, and this. Okay, so therefore, by day 90, right, the third month, I'm going to be at $1 million. So I need to have, at that point, I need to have, let's say 2 sales reps, I need to have a sales funnel, I need to be spending 20 grand a month in ads, I need to be doing blah, blah, blah. So what do I then need to do before all those things? And I chunk it all down until I'm focusing on one thing at a time. Today, I'm building the funnel. Tomorrow, I'm making the ads. The next day, I'm making the email sequences. The next day, I'm creating the sales process. The next day, I'm hiring the rep. The next day, I'm scaling the ads. And so what I'm doing is I'm breaking it down into chunks, and I'm completing the chunks. If you're trying to get more than 3 to 5 things done a day, you're kidding yourself. Anyone who's at a really high level, they are super focused. Everything's pre-planned, everything's pre-chunked. I'm in some really high-ticket masterminds, and this is all we talk about is productivity. You think that you pay someone 30 grand a year to grow your business and to teach you some stuff, and you think you're going to be learning about, like, should my video length be 6 minutes or should it be 6 minutes and 3 seconds, and what distance from the camera should I be, and all of that. What you're talking about is how to get more stuff done, because there's only so much time in the day and tasks need to happen. And so if you're trying to focus on everything and get everything done, you'll get nowhere. So whether you're massive or whether you're super small and just starting, what I want you to learn from this is focus is everything. Focus on the 1 or 2 things that you're going to get done to grow your practice or to, optimize your team or whatever. If you're trying to get patients, don't do 10 things, do 1 or 2 things. I'm going to focus on developing word of mouth, right? Maybe I'll run an event in the practice every week, same event, and I get my new members to go to it so they bring their friends and family, and then that's source of referrals and word of mouth. That's one thing. The second thing is I'm going to focus on Facebook ads, and I'm going to master them, I'm going to get them going and get it working properly. Then you can outsource it and move to the next thing. But to be honest, if you're a practice owner, really run some Facebook ads, you'll be fully booked, you won't need anything else. If Deanne can do it with 4 associates and she does her ads, spending an hour a week and getting 40 new patients a week, even less than an hour to be honest, then you can do it too. If I can do it for the last 7 years, running ads, the same ad pretty much, just running on autopilot and grow my practices, then you can do it. The only reason you would need to outsource and then move to the next thing is if you're running a big training program like I am, for example. There is infinite scale, and so we want to master one thing and move to the next. If you're looking at just getting tasks done in a day, don't write a big list of crap. Write down the main things and then get those things done. So if there is a big list, write them all down, structure an order to it, and then go, I'm going to do the top 3 things. That's today. Tomorrow is the next 3 things. And what you'll find is that you will keep adding things to the list that are more important than everything else. And if there's stuff at the bottom, for example, checking your emails, checking Facebook, that is never seeming to get done because it's never prioritized, probably means you need to get rid of it and maybe pay someone, a virtual assistant somewhere in the Philippines, to get it done for you. Or maybe just get rid of it entirely and ignore it. I regularly ignore my emails because it doesn't result in revenue for me. Everything else does. And so it's never a priority. I've got team members to handle most of the things like support, etc., because it's not cost effective for me to do it. And if I keep checking my emails every day, I lose a couple hours, and those hours I'm never going to get back, and they're never applied to the things at the top of the list. So if it's uncomfortable thinking about this exercise of getting rid of things, or it's uncomfortable thinking you'll never get to certain stuff, I'll never get to do my emails, maybe you shouldn't be doing them in the first place. And maybe your circle of focus should be on the things that matter most to your business, seeing your clients and generating new clients. Everything else should be handled by somebody else. Now, if you want to learn how to do this stuff, if you want to learn how to scale your practice, to build an online program, to scale it up, to make a real difference in your community, then I want you to check out the other videos around this one. I want you to have a look at my free training where I teach you what I'm doing right now to bring in new patients for me and my clients. And I want you to get in touch, because chances are I can help you. Chances are I am somewhere in the vicinity of where you want to be. And if that's the case, it doesn't, you could be bigger than I am, but I'm doing it more efficiently. I could be bigger than you are, and you want to really grow. It doesn't matter. If you're seeing what I'm doing and you're thinking, maybe I kind of want to be there, I want to be doing something similar or have similar success or whatever it is, then you need to reach out and start a conversation with me or my team, because there is something to learn from people who are doing what you want to do. If I want to be a great investor in stocks, I'm not going to ask my mum, who has no idea. I'm going to speak to somebody who's good at it and I'm going to copy them. That's how you get success. There's no point in reinventing the wheel. So check out the stuff around this video, look at all of my other stuff, click the link, sign up to my free training, book a call with me or my team, and we'll see how we can help you to grow and scale. I'll see you next time.